Start?
Yes, I pointed at you.
After completing our proposal, we realized it lacked a certain definition, a definition that was necessary to better understand what we felt our audience wanted to get out of this service. Because of this, we decided to create what's called a needs assessment. Basically, a needs assessment is a systematic process for determining and addressing needs or gaps between current conditions and desired conditions or wants. This also helps us better understand the disparities between what we felt conditions needed to be changed and the audience or the population we were providing this service to, what changes they felt needed to be changed. So there are three basic components to this assessment: exploring what changes need to be made, gathering and analyzing data, and making decisions on what will be changed or what actions will be taken. This first step was actually done by us getting together as a group and kind of finding out what we wanted to find out from like the questionnaires we were going to be administering. So we administered two different questionnaires, one at a career fair and then one that I electronically emailed to a few students. So the first questionnaire sent out at the career fair was one that basically gave us some demographic information as well as general questions about their interest towards the cognitive science major, what they knew about the major, what emphasis they would choose, and just their general opinion about the web page. The other being distributed to more so cognitive science majors and prospective students. With that one, we kind of got their feelings about how the current web page was, how they felt they could navigate it and complete certain tasks, and also what changes they felt needs to be made. Yeah, and what they actually did like about the old web page. So that's the general consensus. After triangulating our two questionnaires, the general consensus was that a drastic change to the actual main page, because if you remember, and we'll actually show you in a bit here, that the main page just kind of consisted of a large chunk of text, which really didn't do anything for the user because nobody wants to sit there and read however many paragraphs that was. So we made some changes to that, as well as adding some pictures and other visual aids to kind of just better supplement the whole user experience. And then we actually applied some math concepts, which I'll talk about a little later on. Another thing that we felt needed to be changed on the page is on information on how students could gain information on finding research experience, internships, job opportunities. We created tabs for all of those. They felt that a facts tab needed to be added to the web page just for any questions that they might ask frequently. Also, they felt that more clarity was necessary in regards to the fact that cognitive science is interdisciplinary, so you actually have the option of choosing your concentration and just letting students know how each of them kind of have a role into the program. And just also better understanding how to become admitted into the program. Alright, so we'll actually go ahead and take a look and see what changes were made. Tim, can you pull up the web page? Your version of it. The computer's been kind of funky. Oh boy. Let me use your computer. That would not be part of the typical user experience, just to let you know. I didn't do it. So as you can see here, it's just not a very effective or user-friendly web page. This is not the web page. Well, this one's terrible too. What is wrong with this? I'll just go back. Oh, yeah, that's even worse. So as you can see, there's this large kind of just chunk of text where, so if you're a prospective or even current cognitive science student, we feel that they wouldn't want to read all of this information on this unless they're like gung ho like myself, and we just felt that there are better ways to kind of inform students about the program and kind of better partition the information. So if we actually want to take a look at the new web page to get a side-by-side comparison. We still need one though. As we can see up above here, we have the cognitive science name up top, and as far as the description goes, if you want to point back to there, instead of this long description, we have just shorter one here, which gives a good, concise definition as to what cognitive science is. But the great thing about it too is it's not necessarily going to be the only bit of information about that. And I'll actually talk a little bit more about that a little later on. So as far as tabs go, we have our people